really quick, I want to touch on this incident with um, what's his name? Dr. Disrespect. And again, for everybody that knows me, my name is TransActiv. I am a competitive gamer. I really only play Call of Duty right now. Yeah, and I want to compete and identify as trans. Blah blah blah. I'm just trying to, put us on the map a little somewhere. But I want to say this because a lot of people be asking me my opinion. I know it's primarily because another trans person had recently posted a clip or posted a tweet or something like that. I'm not active as much in Twitter and all that stuff because I could care less about all that. I just want to play my game and compete and play and compete and like that. But it's been coming across my desk a lot. So I want to talk about this. First of all, I did see the tweet that the trans girl posted. And of course, inquiring minds, we all have our little questions. So some of my questions I asked was answered when I read the tweet. And one of the questions was, why is it just now coming out now? Was this set before? And when I read the messages, I did see that, she did say this a while back, but it was kind of just pushed up under the rug. People didn't really care about her or whatever. She wasn't as big named as she is or whatever, so nobody really paid it any attention. But she did expose this same matter a while back that Dr. Disrespect did try to talk to her. But what I also read was she said, what'd she say? Let me see, can I pull up the tweet? Okay, this should be her name. She's a pretty girl. Right here. So, this is her. Mama giving titty city. Mama giving titty titty toddy. So she says during that time in 2017, when he was cheating on his wife with not only me, a trans sex worker, but also another woman, and texting a minor. He was exploiting me by making me give him cam shows with the promise of partnership. After the cam shows, he went ahead and blocked me. So, here's the messages right here that they were sending back and forth to each other. So, here's my 2 cents. I'm all for my girls. I'm all for my community. I'm all for the LGBTQ, whatever, whatever, whatever. But I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. They said this picture right here, where is it? Right here, was when they met all the way back in 2017, right? This, mind you. Now, these messages was also way back in 2017 when they met. Here's some things that, or here's some questions that I just want to know. First of all, I'm not accusing nobody of nothing, right? But you say he was exploiting me by making me give him cam shows with the promise of partnership. After the cam shows, he went ahead and blocked me. After reading these messages, I'm just going to be honest, I'm not taking nobody's side. But I didn't see him promising you nothing. He looked like a simple man that wanted a nut, and you gave it, and you helped him get it, honey. And he did what most typical men do after they get that nut. Bye-bye. Bye bye. And I hope you don't die. Because that's what he gave. He gave, from what I'm seeing in these messages. Now, if you saying he said something verbally, I don't know, during the videos, okay, whatever. But you said he gave you a promise of partnership. I saw you asking for that in the messages, and he told you no. He told you he couldn't. From what I saw, let me see, and I could be wrong. Right here. Hey, love, do you know anyone close with that could see if they could get me Twitch partnership? You asked. He said, I tried. They are pretty locked down right now, focusing on popular games and impact of streamers on those games, unfortunately. That's the only thing I see about that. You know, and I'm not saying that you lying, and I'm not saying nothing like that, but I'm saying with the information that you're saying, I mean, with the information that we're given and what you're saying, T's are not teeing. Pot is not boiling. I need a little more. You know, we need a little more proof, because not everybody's just jumping down this man's throat that this and this and that. And to be honest, when I read this, during that time in 2017 when he was cheating on his wife with not only me, a trans sex worker, but also another woman, and texting a minor. I feel like you just tried to throw out the fact that you was trans to help dirty his name. But how? And it reminds me of people that like to do these sexual things with these heterosexual men, and then the first thing they do is, like, when something don't go their way, they just go try to expose them for doing something with them. Now, the way I look at it is, whenever I did something with a heterosexual guy or somebody that said they was heterosexual or whatever, you know, so maybe they wanted to experience, you know, whatever. Maybe they wanted to experience it, maybe they didn't like it, and it was like, you know, it's just not for me or whatever, but they already experienced it, you know? I see a lot of people that use that and they just, you know, hold it against them, or I'm going to tell everybody, or, you know, that you're gay or you did this, as if you're the insult. You see what I'm saying? You make it seem as if the fact, or because he talked to you as a trans person, you being a trans person, you're throwing that out there as if to dirty his name. But in a way, I don't look at it as, I don't see why people are using these as like weapons. Who cares that he talked to a trans person? The problem is that he talked to anybody. That's the problem, what we should be looking at, while he was with his wife. Now, the whole thing with a minor, you dead ass wrong. That you just wrong. That you were wrong. Wrong. Your ass was wrong. When it comes down to the minor and you was wrong. But just as he's wrong, the motherfucking child is wrong. I see everybody blowing this man's name up about him being wrong. Again, parents, how are y'all not monitoring y'all? Perfect thing about what I was talking about earlier. Y'all don't want y'all kids to be around the LGBTQ and this and that because of this, and trans is trying to control these kids' minds and pedophiles and that. This man is a grown man who don't identify as any of that. He don't identify as any of that. We don't even know whether or not he knew Lena Love was trans or not. We don't know what was showed in the videos. Maybe she only showed her breast. She got a pretty face. She don't look like a man in the face. She got pretty, you know, she's a passing girl. We don't know if he knew she was trans. We don't know. Where's the conversation of that? Where's the proof to know that he knew you was trans before we just throw out this fact that, because I know a lot of girls now that are passing girls. And for y'all who don't know what that means, it's a trans person that passes or that can get by in the world without other people knowing that they're trans. They appear to be the gender that they want to be. You know, they pass. You wouldn't look at them and guess. You stand, you know, like that. That they were that they have undergone any surgery or that they transitioned any kind of way. That's what I mean by passing. She's pretty in the face and everything else, and so yeah, you say he cheated on his wife with you, a trans woman, this and that. But now you know how the people gonna take that on the internet. Oh, he's cheating with a trans. Don't before y'all dirty this man's name. We don't even know if he knew you was trans or not. So I'm just saying that part. But just because I said that does not mean that I'm saying what he did anywhere else is right. Because yes, you cheated on your wife with another woman, they said, and with this trans lady, and that's obviously that's clear. That's open and shut because the text message is right there. Honey, you tried to get that. You tried to get those nuts like one more goddamn squirrel in a goddamn tree. You was gripping yourself here, you said. You was gripping yourself over there when she was in the gym. You're gripping yourself. Just grip, grip, grip. By God today. So that's evident, baby. I'm sorry, Dr. Disrespect. I don't know if your wife approved of that or not, but baby, you booked. You're cooked because you did that. That's just there. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You saw those titties and you spent your biddies. You spent them biddies, baby. But again, I'm not just trying to jump down nobody's throat. I'm not jumping in the bandwagon of, ooh, let's bash Dr. Disrespect. At the end of the day, what he did should be addressed. When it comes down to him and the minor, it should definitely be addressed. That is wrong, and a sorry should not fix that at all because it was wrong. That in itself that was wrong. Ain't no coming up out of that or whatever. And to be fair, I didn't want to jump in the bandwagon and just be automatically jumping down his throat when I heard the rumors. You know, I heard what was going on. I said, no, I want to hear his side. So when I read what Dr. Disrespect tweeted out himself, you know, it said nothing about. All I seen was like up here, I'm willing to accept responsibility. And so you telling me you knew this person was a minor. That's what I'm gathering. Because I was saying, you know, maybe he didn't know. You know, it's over the internet. Ain't no telling what's going on. You probably would just type into a person. And how many of y'all nowadays get to know people nowadays? Y'all don't. Y'all don't get to know names. And y'all try to get in people's pants. Don't try it. That's the first thing y'all try to do. Y'all don't want to know the names and what we doing for dinner and let's go on a date. Y'all don't hear about dates nowadays no more. Y'all get straight to the punch. You know, this person was underage. You're wrong. I'm seeing you're wrong from the fact that from what I'm seeing, you knew it was a minor. You knew. Because you didn't say anywhere in your tweet that you didn't know. I just see I'm sorry's and you talk about everything else. And the fact that you want to take responsibility. I'll absolutely take responsibility. I'm willing to accept responsibility. To me, you're saying I admitted that I did what I did and I was wrong. So you knew that was a minor and you did what you did. You're dead ass wrong. You should be popped. Pop! I said, you should be popped for that. You should be popped. You should definitely be popped. Because that tells me it would have went further. I don't know how y'all didn't meet or whatever, however it didn't happen. But it tells me you would have took it further. But then now my next questions are, where is this person? I know that, you know, from legality issues, you can't, you know, the minor can't be talking or you can't talk to the minor and the minor you can't tell you who the minor is and this and this and that. But as far as I'm concerned, because I can get on a fake account right now and play to be a minor, do we know that it's an actual person? Does anybody know that that there was an actual real person out there that is a minor? I'm just asking the questions. I don't know about no law, or I mean, I don't know about any case that was filed. I don't know. I ain't see all that yet. But from what I know, I'm asking these questions. Do we know that one, it was a real person? Two, where the fuck is the parents? I know the parents looking at this like, oh my God, I'm about to get so much money up out of this. I know, probably. It's probably how they're looking at it. And yeah, of course they're gonna, control the narrative, and they're gonna go with, how you should. But they're gonna try to cook it. But are we doing what we should do as parents? Are we monitoring this? Are we preventing things like this? But instead we're running around making sure that they don't be out by the LGBTQ, because the LGBTQ is out chasing children. Yet this grown ass man right here was trying to talk to this little girl, allegedly. And must we say, this is Dr. Disrespect. This is a well-known man on Twitch. Allegedly, the conversations were taking place on Twitch. So this little girl also knew who Dr. Disrespect was while she's messaging him as well. The whole thing just sounds like some shit. There's a lot of questions out there. A lot of questions. Hear me out. Just like I said earlier, an adult talking to a child is just not right. Over the age, talking to under the age like that is just not right. It's not right. I don't care about the gender. That is not right within itself. Okay? But it's so many questions out there. Dr. Disrespect is a well-known man. Why was this girl just messaging Dr. Disrespect? Or Dr. Disrespect messaging this girl? How did they meet? On Twitch. How was this just a random connection of talking to each other? How did all of this happen? Not only how did it happen, how did it get out? See what I'm saying? This sounds like this can be a setup. This can be, we don't know. And everybody just quick to jump down people's throat, and nobody knows what the hell is going on. Yeah, it's a court case out, this and that. Yeah, we know because it's in the court, this and that. Is it filed? Can I see it? Where's the tweets on that? Am I behind? I mean, what's going on? Look at everybody. They saying he editing tweets. So then, yeah. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. Get out. Out of disrespect, they're going to pop you. They're going to pop you. So many words just to say you were texting a minor inappropriately. I can't argue with that, baby. That's what it gave. That's what it gave. And I'm sorry. I'm not jumping on no bandwagon, but Dr. Disrespect, you were cooked to capacity. Well done, Steak. You are wrong. He's absolutely wrong for that. He's wrong for that. But here's the problem. Here's what I'm looking at. There's so many cases to where shit like this happen, and it's going to continue to happen because these motherfuckers get away with it. Or the parents are not even holding the kids accountable. The parents are not monitoring their kids how they should. Yeah, people can say, oh, yeah, our child should be allowed to be able to go on Twitch and not have to worry about, yeah, in a perfect world. Bitch, y'all know what goes on in this world. That's why I'm not having no kids and bringing no kids into this world, because I'm not finna lose my mind by killing nobody and beating nobody down about my churn, because it's gonna happen. I know how overprotective I am, so I'm not even, no. I'm glad I live the lifestyle I do, so I ain't gotta worry about having no kids. But this should be something. This should be an eye opener. I look at it like that as well. Why was this minor messaging the adult? At the end of the day, yes, Dr. Disrespect is the adult and he's wrong. But for the parents, you still need to hold your child accountable. I'm so sorry, but it's true. Hold your child know that this was a grown man. Your child knew that Dr. Disrespect, big, tall, 6, 7 foot, muscle bound, million of cars driving, mustache having, big headset, gaming ass was a grown man. That child was wrong too. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Both of them are in the wrong. And the only reason I keep pointing that out because I don't see no comments on that. It's always just oh yeah 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 yeah. But let me tell you why I spoke on that and I say that both of them are wrong. Because I've had it to where these little ooh, you got some kids out there that are terrible. They're bad as hell and they feel like they're adults. And they seem they I had one situation to where I think I was walking to school or something I was doing. I was walking to the store or something. I don't know. I was in high school. I remember that much. And these little damn middle schoolers, little damn, we all was still kids at the time. But either way, I'm a teenager. These still kids. It's the same situation to where, well, let me give a better scenario when I was like older or something, when I actually graduated. Um, at work, at a job I used to work at, for example. Little big old big old boy, way bigger than me. Just look at him as bitch. You grown as hell. You will look at him, won't even know that he was a kid or he was 16, 17, one of those ages. I think I was already 2021 at this time, and he was just rude and just disrespectful and just was just overly aggressive with me. I guess because he didn't like how I identified myself and blah blah blah. Until one day he just kept saying the wrong shit to me and I wasn't going for it. So then I switched and now I was on the attack mode. And when he saw how aggressive I was going to get with him and that I'm ready to go toe to toe, everybody started playing this card of, oh no, that's a minor, that's a minor, that's a minor. You you go to jail for hitting a minor and blah blah blah. Why don't we tell these kids to stay the fuck in the child's place? I know these kind of different situations because one, you talk about stuff that could have been a sexual situation between adult and the child, but then right here you're talking about a fighting or whatever between adult and the child. But at the end of the day, it's always going to end the same. The adult's going to go to jail because of this and this and that. I would have probably went to jail for beating the hell out of this child. That was huge. He was big as hell. He was muscled. He was tall. Look at me. Look at little old me. See what I'm saying? But that's what annoys me. These grown kids, they out here doing these adult things. They being grown, and the moment it hit the fan, or the moment something comes out, and then it being, I'm a minor, I'm a minor, I'm a minor. Bitch, you ain't just become a minor. You been a minor before you did this adult shit. Parents, y'all need to hold y'all kids accountable and stop playing. Stop. Like y'all trying. It look like y'all trying to like get money or y'all trying to. There's no telling what's going on, and I'm not liking it. Y'all trying to get them to go get this man in trouble. It could be. It's a lot of things that can be going on in Dr. Disrespect's case. I can say that. A lot of things that are not answered right now because he can't say certain things because of it being in the court. He can't say certain things. We don't know what's going on. But yet everybody's so quick to bash him and don't even know what's going on yet. All they hear is, oh, it's a minor, this and that. How do we know somebody ain't create no fake account, try to destroy this man's name, and now he's suing them for it? We don't know any of this. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's so many things that could be going on. And people are out here just jumping on stuff because they hear this and this and that. Y'all see him editing tweets, but y'all don't know why he's editing these tweets. It could be because his lawyer saying change this and this and this because of this and this and this. We don't know, and instead we just already bashing. Y'all want to bash, it's okay. I'm not defending him because at the end of the day, I'm repeating myself when I say this. If he did that, it's wrong. If he did it, it's wrong, and ain't no defending it. But right now, we don't know. I don't know, so I'm not speaking on that. But what I did want to speak on, honey, is the motherfucking, my girl, the trans girl. We need a little more up out of you. If you're saying that he promised you this and promised you that, where is the proof of that? Because I didn't see proof that he promised you anything. I saw you asking, and he said no, and y'all, you showed him probably your titties or your back or whatever you did, and he came and blocked you. How many trans people not used to that? The man who got a wife, you know, dibbing and dabbing out there real quick, and once he come, block your ass quick. Y'all done seen it a lot. Don't play stupid. A lot of these people, probably a lot of them in the comments right now who got a wife at home. A lot of them who got a wife at home. Y'all probably in these comments. Probably this guy right here. Look at him. People are a mess. The internet is a mess. People are a mess. I tell you the truth. But I'm done talking about all that. I'm finna get on my game. That's why I live the life that I live. I don't have skeletons. I cuss y'all ass out. Everything be flat out with me. I ain't got time.